Lamelo, what a pass! Finds Bridges! Welcome back, Lamelo!
This pass by Lamelo. Underhanded. Oh, I mean, that's got to be timing, touch. Miles says, I missed that.
This 25,000 square foot mega mansion is now home to Hornets rookie Lamelo Ball. The mansion is truly a one-of-a-kind piece of luxury real estate. Bought by Lamelo for slightly over $10 million, his new home features 11 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, a massive indoor pool, and even comes with its own helicopter. The backyard features a resort-like spa area and a private beach spanning half the length of a football field. Now, this isn't just any regular mansion though. LaMelo's mansion is actually right next to his new boss, Michael Jordan, owner of the Charlotte Hornets. But people close to Melo said that Michael actually talked him into buying the mansion. He didn't want the young point guard throwing any crazy parties or doing anything stupid that could possibly ruin his promising NBA career. Which is why he wanted Melo to buy the neighboring mansion so he could keep a close eye on him. LaMelo's $10 million mansion also includes an 8-car garage that stores his stacked $1 million car collection. Inside LaMelo's car collection is a new 2021 Lamborghini truck that he bought a few months after being drafted. It is said that he dropped a whopping $350,000 on the new Lamborghini truck. Melo also went the extra mile and fully upgraded his Lam truck with nitrous and a custom orange paint job. Melo has also been seen driving a brand new $450,000 Rolls-Royce truck, which was a draft guy gift from his older brother Lonzo. His dad LeVar also gifted him a 2020 Lamborghini Huracan, which reportedly cost $250,000. Now, with all these expensive cars sitting in his garage, you'd think he'd buy some hefty security, right? But instead of getting a regular security team like most celebrities would, Melo went ahead and bought 2 Rottweilers to protect his massive estate. He reportedly paid a total of $10,000 for both his Rottweiler puppies. But perhaps the most interesting thing about this is that Melo actually bought both his Rottweilers a fully iced out diamond dog chain collar with their names engraved in the chains. It is said that each chain cost LaMelo $50,000, totaling $100,000 on just 2 dog chains. When asked why he decided to spend so much money on his dogs, he simply replied, "I got my dogs some chains so that they could have some drip."
I got my dog a chain so he can have some drip.
But the spending didn't stop there. When you're 19 and worth $140 million, why not put your money where your mouth is? Literally. Melo celebrated getting drafted by the Hornets by purchasing himself a custom diamond grill from no other than Johnny Dang himself. The iced out grill reportedly cost LaMelo $500,000. When Melo was asked why he decided to spend so much money on the grill, he said, "Once you get into the NBA, you're surrounded by a bunch of guys who already have all the most expensive stuff. And since I was a rookie, they kept trying to play me like I didn't have it. So I went out and bought the grill from Johnny to show them that I got heavy pockets too."
Was that your first big purchase with the NBA contract?
Nah, I don't spend my NBA money. I'm smarter than that, man.
Fans on Twitter slammed Melo, telling him to get his priorities straight and not blow his first paycheck on what can only be described as a stupid purchase. One fan wrote, "Priorities, man. Shame that he hasn't learned from people like Delonte West yet. You see what happens to people who blow their money like that? They end up homeless." LaMelo clapped back at the fan, saying he hasn't spent 1 cent of his NBA money yet, which I have to say is pretty hard to believe when you see what he bought next. His next purchase was so big, even ESPN had to cover it. Now, most professional athletes, after having a long and successful career, typically buy a share in a sports team. But ballers like LaMelo Ball are a little different, because before Melo was even drafted into the NBA, he purchased the Australian NBL team, the Alara Hawks, for $10 million. And he didn't even purchase a small share of the team. No, LaMelo purchased the entire franchise at 18 years old.
game has been free-flowing. Look at this move. Take your time. Now a little shuffle. Then let's see
Rayford Trae Young, born September 19, 1998, is an American professional basketball player for the Atlanta Hawks of the National Basketball Association. He has only been around since 2018 but is already worth $6 million. With that very neat sum of money, we wanted to know how he supplements his income and what he uses all his money for. We investigated and made this video for you based on what we could find out. We hope you enjoy it. Young was born in Lubbock, Texas. Trae is the son of Rayford and Candace Young. He grew up in Norman, Oklahoma, and has a younger brother named Tim and two younger sisters, Caitlin and Cameron. In his senior year, Young was averaging 42.6 points per game and was named Oklahoma's Player of the Year by numerous sources. In 2017, Young enrolled at the University of Oklahoma. Trae began his freshman year with outstanding performances which continued throughout the season. After a game where he recorded 43 points and 7 assists, Young finished his freshman season leading the country in most of its main statistics, including points, assists, points per game, and assists per game. Oklahoma made the NCAA Big 12, but they lost in overtime to the Rhode Island Rams. Trae was named the Big 12's Freshman of the Year and was a member of the All-Big 12's first team. On June 1st of 2018, Trae was selected by the Dallas Mavericks with the 5th overall pick, but was then traded to the Atlanta Hawks along with a future first-round pick in exchange for Luca Doncic. In July, Young officially signed with the Hawks. In October, in Atlanta's third game of the season, Young scored 35 points and 11 assists in a 133-111 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. He then set a season-high record on March 1st, where he scored 49 points and 16 assists in a 168-161 quadruple overtime loss to the Chicago Bulls. Although Trae helped the Hawks win more games than the year before, they failed to make the playoffs. In the first game of the 2019-20 season, Young scored 38 points in a win against the Detroit Pistons. In January of 2020, he was selected for the NBA All-Star team as a backcourt starter. Trae continued to have standout games, and on February 20th, he scored a career-best 50 points in the win against the Miami Heat, hitting 8 of 15 three-pointers. How does Trae make his money? Except for the millions rolling in from playing basketball, Trae Young also has some lucrative sponsorships allowing him to live the good life. We are unaware of the total amount his sponsors bring him. Young has a sponsorship deal with Adidas worth a large amount. He also has a deal with Body Armor, a company which he holds equity. Body Armor, which eclipsed $400 million in sales in 2018, is over $900 million in 2020 despite the coronavirus pandemic and is expected to surpass $1 billion in sales this year. Young must have quite the deal with the company. In July 2020, Zamst, a brand of athletic braces and care products owned by Nippon Sigmax Company Limited and headquartered in Tokyo, Japan, announced a global sponsorship agreement with Trae Young. Young said about the deal, "I am excited to partner with Zamst as their braces have been an invaluable addition to my conditioning and game day routine. As a global brand ambassador for Zamst, I hope to inform the importance of proper conditioning. Zamst braces are highly functional and comfortable, allowing me to focus on my game when I'm on the court." Now that is something Trae Young has gotten his teeth into. We wonder to the tune of how much. How does Young spend his millions? We know how much Trae Young has, but we want to know is how all that money is spent. This is what we could find out. Real estate. In 2019, it was reported that Trae purchased a home in Norman, Oklahoma for $1.5 million. The house is 8,100 square feet with 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a massive kitchen, and an outdoor pool with a slide. The house has a garage that can hold 7 cars. That almost confirms that Young is going to expand his car collection. It does not stop there. The baller is also adding 14 TVs and a dope audio system, and because of that, he's spending tons of money on security. Cars. Audi R8. This sports car from the German manufacturer is popular with celebrities all over the world. Ronaldo owns one, and Trae paid about $138,000 for his. Some of the aerodynamic features, such as the front aero blades, are shared with the Lamborghini Huracan. The base R8 gets a power boost from 532 horsepower to 562 horsepower, while the V10 Plus was named V10 Performance Quattro, and the engine saw a power increase by 10 horsepower or 7 kilowatts, now up to 612 horsepower.
Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
Let's go!
What a performance by Luca and the Mavericks. Mama, there goes that man.
We are witnessing the next great star in the NBA in his first playoff series.
Luca, despite being an NBA superstar, lives quite a normal life off the court. In fact, when he's not making jaw-dropping plays or breaking defenders' ankles on the court, Luca's usually playing video games, watching TV, or spending time with his two beloved dogs. He stated that he typically plays between 2 to 3 hours of video games per day, and even has a gaming center set up in his bedroom to do so. His favorite games include FIFA and Overwatch, which he's played since he was young. When Luca isn't gaming, he loves watching Friends, most likely due to the fact that his celebrity crush is one of the main characters. When Luca arrived in the NBA, he publicly stated that he would love to date Jennifer Aniston, who plays Rachel in Friends, despite the obvious age difference. Doncic has 2 dogs, a Pomeranian named Hugo and a white Swiss Shepherd named Gia. He's had his dog since he was a young kid back in Slovenia, so it's clear that they are his pride and joy, as he often shows them off in his social media accounts. Besides doing these things, Doncic spends a lot of time with his girlfriend and mother, who lived with him during his first year in the league. Overall, it's clear that Doncic is just another average guy off the court, with above-average skills on the court. His Jordan endorsement deal. Luca has long admired Michael Jordan and LeBron James, idolizing them both since he was a young kid. Back in 2019, during Doncic's second season in the league, both James and Jordan were pushing hard for Doncic to sign shoe deals with their respective brands, Nike and Jordan. James was pushing for Doncic to become one of the first signees to his newly formed LeBron brand as a part of Nike. However, Nike was not on board with the idea and never ended up offering Luca an opportunity. Eventually, Doncic chose Jordan Brand, as he stated the company's exclusivity with top-tier athletes as being the main reason behind choosing them over several other offers. He signed a 5-year deal worth well over 7 figures, becoming the brand's brightest young star. According to Doncic, the first time he met Michael Jordan, he was so nervous that he forgot to ask him for a picture. Fortunately, that won't be the last time Doncic and Jordan cross paths, as it's almost a certainty that the GOAT will want to re-sign Doncic to a longer deal once his current one's up. As things currently stand, it's quite certain that Doncic will come out with a signature shoe, as many young kids will want to wear his signature kicks on and off the court. His net worth. Luca currently has quite a small net worth in terms of NBA stars. However, he's set for a monster extension following the expiration of his current rookie deal. His current net worth is around $8 million, although his next contract could be worth upwards of $250 million, which would certainly inflate his net worth heavily. Look out for the Maverick superstar to break the bank and potentially earn a record-setting contract as a result of his superstar play. How he spends his money. Due to Doncic's limited net worth at this point, he certainly hasn't broken the bank with recent purchases. However, this hasn't stopped the Slovenian phenom from purchasing a few nice toys for his collection. Doncic has purchased several cars, including a few Porsches, which are his favorite due to their sleek style and speed. He owns a red Audi A7 that's worth roughly $70,000, and a black Porsche Panamera that ranges between $80,000 and $150,000. On top of that, Doncic also owns an identical electric blue Porsche Panamera ranging around the same price, as well as a red Porsche 911 Turbo with custom black rims. Clearly, he has a thing for international luxury cars, which suits him quite well. Doncic also invested a chunk of change into a luxurious Dallas home that's located near the heart of the city. However, since Doncic prefers the peace and solidarity of nature, the house is situated by a lake where he can look out and enjoy the view. He's close neighbors with Mavericks billionaire owner Mark Cuban, as well as former United States President George W. Bush. Doncic is also rumored to have quite an impressive sneaker collection filled with a variety of shoes, including some of his favorites, Air Jordans. He's also stated that he loves to dress up, so he spends quite a bit of money on clothes and other accessories that he can wear to games and around the city. Clearly, the Slovenian star has some taste in fashion, not something every player can say they have. During the 2020 NBA shutdown, Doncic reportedly spent a large chunk of change on a private jet to fly back to his home country of Slovenia. He also spends a large chunk of money every year on his body and eating, as he's installed a home gym and hired a personal chef for his cooking needs. On top of all of that, Doncic is still quite a charitable person. Back during the onset of the pandemic, he and teammate Dwight Powell donated over $500,000 to healthcare workers in the area to help fight the pandemic. Other than his cars, house, and money on clothes and shoes, the Slovenian superstar lives a pretty quiet life at this point. A majority of any additional purchases can be attributed to video games or TVs. However, he's been careful to save up his money and make his bigger purchases once he secures a mega deal from the team in the future. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban compared Luca's lifestyle to Mavericks Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki's, in that both were not heavily invested into purchasing extravagant things off the court and preferred to focus on the game of basketball. The fact that their styles off the court are so similar seems quite fitting, as Luca's play on the court has him well positioned to join Dirk in the Basketball Hall of Fame one day.
With the second pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Ja Morant from Murray State University.
They just played together.
Yeah, they do. Morant, a 360 spin and banks it home. Give it to Ja Morant. Hello, Vince Carter. Little 360 move in the finish. That was nice. His spin move was actually utilitarian too. You saw Draymond's reaction. He thought he was going to pass it.
Ja Morant lifestyle and net worth. Ja Morant is a fantastic basketball player known for viral dunks and crazy assists. He made a name for himself in the NBA, so in this video we're going to talk about how far he's come. Here is Ja Morant's lifestyle and net worth. Ja Morant is a 6'3" point guard who plays for Memphis Grizzlies in the NBA. Morant was born on August 10, 1999 in Dalzell, South Carolina. He was selected with a second overall pick by the Memphis Grizzlies owing to his incredible and explosive talent. He was made the starting point guard as a rookie and Morant didn't disappoint.
Who will seize the moment? Morant down the lane. Yes, and the foul. Oh, what a play by the rookie. Another jaw dropper from Morant.
The point guard played 67 games for the Grizzlies but missed out on an opportunity to enter the playoffs. However, Morant led his fellow rookies in assists per game, 7.3. His major achievements include NBA Rookie of the Year 2020, NBA All-Rookie First Team 2020, Consensus First Team All-American 2019, NCAA Season Assists Leader 2019, Luke Olson Award 2019, Bob Cousy Award 2019, OBC Player of the Year 2019, two-time First Team All-OBC 2018 to 2019, OBC Tournament MVP 2019, OBC All-Newcomer Team 2018, and number 12 retired by Murray State Racers. Morant cemented his place as a future superstar by winning the 2019 Rookie of the Year award. His fearless game is a visual treat to watch. Morant signed a 3-year deal with the Grizzlies in his rookie year. Morant has just entered the league and he's yet to sign a lucrative player contract. The contract will see him earning $27,500,400 throughout, and his salary for the 2021 season will be $9,166,800. The Grizzlies also have an option to extend his contract till the 2022-23 NBA season. Ja Morant's career high 47 points is not enough as Jazz take Game 2 over Grizzlies. Ja Morant can't shoot. As Dr. Seuss would say, he cannot shoot here, he cannot shoot there. He cannot shoot anywhere. To put it bluntly, he has been a historically bad three-point shooter so far this season. Ja Morant signed with Nike before he entered the league and has gelled into their sneaker family. He initially sported Kyrie Irving's signature kicks, but the latest sneakers he donned were the Nike Adapt BB 2.0. Ja Morant doesn't have a charitable organization set up in his name, but the NBA star has so far given back to the society in different ways. Last year on his birthday, Morant set up a fundraiser to help the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Memphis and pledged to make every donation up to $10,000. Then, he was also spotted handing out pizzas at a local gas station in Memphis. Furthermore, the young point guard also gifted a recovery room to Murray State, fully completed with NBA-approved technology to help its athletes. In mid-2020, the NBA Rookie of the Year frontrunner has already won Son of the Year award. Ja Morant showed why after he recently surprised her mom, Jamie, with a brand new car. The Memphis Grizzlies rookie sensation made the surprise despite being away from his family, as he's inside a Disney World bubble in Orlando for the NBA restart. The pristine white gift looked like an Audi A8. Morant, who is now 21, can afford to buy such, being the first two of a 2-year $17.8 million rookie contract. The athletic 6'3" playmaker led the Grizzlies' playoff push as they protect the 8th and last seed in the Western Conference. So much for mom. How about dad? Well, NBA Rookie of the Year? Nah, Ja Morant is flat out Son of the Year cause the Memphis Grizzlies superstar just surprised his dad with a brand new car, and it's awesome. The 21-year-old posted a vid on his new present for Pops. You have to check out Dad's reaction. Dude couldn't even stand up straight. He was so blown away. As for why, the ride is pretty amazing. It appears to be a new Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat.
I put D12 on there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna take everything. I'm gonna go grab it now. And then I'll position everything in here for you so you'll see everything and how it'll fit. Okay?
Gotcha.
And then like for your 12 piece, what you can do is take it back down right at the bottom.
Yeah, but because we don't have this one like on 600, right?
And then you can take your earrings, pop them right up here at the top. And you'll literally have everything just fit in one place.
Are you gonna retire the old kids?
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm glad to hear that.
NBA no in here, man. Came to get the jury clean. Caught some ice with my fingers, man. Icebox best, man.
Appreciate it, John.
You feel me?
Moves instead of just the glancing. Well done by Tyrese. Zion goes quick, hammers it home. Oh, he caught a body. Meant to underneath. Oh, because I've been there before. Well, I've been on the other end of, good Lord.
Six-figure custom cars, $250,000 shoes. And from there, it just gets crazier. These are 10 items Zion Williamson owns that cost more than your life. And with Zion's first purchase, not only was it expensive, but it was controversial too. Coming into the 2019 NBA draft, Zion knew that he was going to be a top pick, so he needed to look fresh. That's why Zion went out and spent big on a custom-made suit. But when he walked onto that stage, his suit looked really familiar. This man stole LeBron's entire look. But that's not even the worst part. He spent over $10,000 to do it. Now, 10 grand before he ever got an NBA check, that's pretty stupid. But what if I told you that suit was the cheapest thing Zion was wearing that night? Yeah, when Zion dapped up his cousin, something immediately caught my eye. This man was wearing a diamond Rolex watch. And I just had to know, how much did Zion spend on it? Well, I decided to do a little bit of digging. And my mind was blown. Zion spent $120,000 on this watch. Ridiculous. But this was just the beginning of Zion's ridiculous spending. I mean, his garage at just 20 years old will have you questioning your entire life. See, when Zion got into the NBA in 2019, everyone knew that he was the next big thing. So companies were breaking down his door, begging him to rep their brands. And there was one sponsorship that Zion couldn't turn down: Mercedes-Benz. It turns out that Mercedes hit him up, and they gave him the deal of a lifetime. They offered the man a $150,000 all-black Mercedes AMG S63 sedan for free. Sheesh. But it turns out giving away a car for free was a great move for Mercedes, because Zion went out and spent his first NBA check on 2 more Benzes. First, he bought a brand new $150,000 2020 G-Wagon, equipped with heated leather seats, 3-zone climate control, over 3 feet of... basically, this car is just really comfortable, all right? But it's the second Mercedes that was the big baller. Zion went out and got a $160,000 2020 AMG GT63S. And I mean, this is for when Zion wants to go fast. 630 horsepower, 9-speed transmission, 660 pounds of torque. This thing goes 0 to 60 in only 2.9 seconds. And it tops out at almost 200 miles per hour. Damn. Now look, this car is beautiful, Zion, but just be careful out there, all right? There's already been too many people injured this season, all right? Can't lose you too. But what's even crazier is that all 3 of Zion's Mercedes add up to over $460,000 in cars. Damn, Zion, just to drive? Ridiculous. Now, what if I told you Zion has a secret addiction that's costing him tens of thousands of dollars? Yeah, there's one thing that Zion loves a little too much.
Me and a group of friends, we went to see Avengers Endgame. And if you know me, Thanos is my favorite character.
This man is a Thanos addict. I mean, he dropped over $1,000 on custom-made, one-of-a-kind, Thanos-inspired Jordan 34s. But that's just $1,000. Zion, he wipes his ass with that. The real money was spent when Zion hit up Zoe Frost, a famous celebrity jeweler. And Zion requested the most iced-out Thanos piece you'll ever see. This man Zion literally bought his own Infinity Gauntlet for $50,000. Jesus.